All right, okay. Now, actually, let's serious business. Let's get on to something a little more respectful.
Mm-hmm.
We actually need to talk about the Nintendo Switch. Now, Johnny, I want you to have to take point on this because you got the inside track.
Yeah, I've been following the Nintendo Switch ever since it got that first initial reveal trailer back in October. I've been following it before then when it was called the NX, when Nintendo announced that over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been following it. There wasn't any information whatsoever, and there was a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. There's still a lot more rumors and speculation, but what has been revealed, which earlier this month, on the 12th, Nintendo went for their supposed full-blown reveal, and so they went from their initial reveal trailer in October, from a really huge high on that. A lot of fans were really impressed. Everyone was excited. Hype was through the window. Sort of what you could sort of sense from like different things.
I remember those. I remember those initial previews, dude. The thing looked amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
I'll also say though, so did the Wii U, and so did
Well, in a different way. I wouldn't put it on the same level of Wii U. I didn't think the Wii U had as good of a initial first reveal.
What?
Yes. I agree.
Oh,
I agree.
Yeah.
Haters.
I agree.
Haters.
I was
like, okay, basically everything I thought you're supposed to be able to do with the Switch, I thought from those previews you'd be able to do with the Wii U. I was excited.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right. But you couldn't, and that was the big problem with the Wii U.
Got misled.
That came later, and I admit I was wrong.
Yeah, and that's how the Switch was. It was basically like, hey, remember the Wii U and how you wished it was this one thing? Well, now it's finally here. It is that one thing that you wanted with the Wii U.
Sounds like Apple.
Oh, jeez.
So that was their first reveal, their first trailer reveal, and it was great. And a lot of people were excited. But there wasn't a lot of information about it, so there was a lot of speculation. And then they finally did their big presentation. It was an hour long, and the first things that they got out of the way: $300 price tag. It's coming out March 3rd, which was sooner than people expected. It has these very unique controls, these Joy-Con controllers, and what people didn't realize was that these Joy-Con controllers, people kind of speculated that they had motion control, but they went full-blown explanation when their first reveal trailer was sort of dumbing down anything else other than pure hardcore gaming. So when Nintendo finally did like their full "this is what the system can do" explanation, people sort of didn't like the fact that they were focusing too much on the motion controls and things that were sort of already done before. Now,
we'll see. Now, that's the thing that gets me though. Everyone's still fixated on Nintendo's been doing the same control structure for so long. Like that's their thing. They're not really. I don't get the sense that they're open to change. Like I'm open to them trying anything new because Nintendo, for me, for years, has just been stale. It's been kind of stagnant. I became an Xbox guy. I was a hardcore Nintendo player for most of my life. Well, actually, I'm old now, so I'm going to say about half my life now. Time passes, my friend. But I was a Nintendo player for a long time. I thought they could do no wrong, and then they just gradually lost me by not staying with the time, by not adapting. I get the sense that they're falling back into that pattern.
Well, in a different way, though. So everyone was sort of in that boat that you were in, where like Nintendo has burned people before, but from that initial reveal trailer,
so much.
from that initial trailer, a lot of people were like, "All right, I am potentially back on board." But the presentation and what they did. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some very new things that they're doing with this thing. The IR sensor that's on the right Joy-Con has basically Kinect functionality. It can sense depth with its IR sensing capability, so it can also, like, if you do paper, rock, scissors, it'll know that you're throwing rock or paper or scissors.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, but that's all like flash and pan stuff. We'll wait to see if they can actually deliver. Yeah. There's one bit of controversy. They're talking about Japan's getting all types of incentives for things that won't be available to Western audiences.
Like?
Something small things like color options even. Here in the West, it's going to be white and only white. In Japan, anything they want. They can mix and match all types of good stuff. Over here, it's like very Aryan. They're trying to appeal to the true demographic. But no, you see what I'm saying though? It's it's limiting. And there's, as of right now, I can see no logical base for it.
Yeah. So Japan does do that. It's sort of like a historical thing. But one thing that they did do, which was very surprising, I never expected Nintendo to do this, was that they removed region locking. which is a
Oh.
huge deal because the PS4 and the Nintendo, whatever their consoles are pretty much the only systems that get Japanese-made games
Yes.
put on them.
Mhm.
And if you look at the Xbox, it's almost always like they'll port PS4 games to it, but they'll never make a game for the Xbox
They got
for
a
that
little
system.
racket going on there.
Yeah. So that was a huge deal because there were a bunch of games that came out for like Wii or Wii U or what have you that only made it to like Europe, but never made it to the United States. So that is a pretty big deal. But going back just a little bit on one of the new main features is the HD Rumble. And I think that could potentially be a very big, very serious thing. I mean, as big as HD Rumble can get. But we're talking, this is some crazy new tech. Like, all right, so I'm going to hold up this bottle of water in my hand.
You got
And-
visual aids, man, really?
Yeah,
Hey, man,
well,
props,
it was
big
there,
work.
so I'm
It's
going to use
radio,
it.
my brother.
So I'm holding the bottle of
We
water
all
in my
know.
hand.
All right.
And I'm giving it a little shake, and I can feel like the water sort of move around inside this bottle.
He's shaking the bottle, yo.
HD Rumble can simulate that exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to be very impressed by something the Dreamcast had years ago. Okay, all right. Now let's wrap this up. 'Cause
Come on, P. You really. I'm smelling a little
Brother,
haterade here
nah,
on the
nah.
Nintendo. I know you got burnt. I'm not going for. I haven't touched anything Nintendo beyond the GameCube. I was like, I'm good.
Their best system.
Huh?
Their best system.
I agree. I was bought in. As soon as they deviated from home systems, it's like, okay, we're just gonna focus on portables. I'm like, I'm not really want to mess with you no more. I'm gonna quit on Nintendo, but I'm a little excited about this. I'm really interested to see where it goes.
I am a conscious consumer. I pay attention to the 4 tenets. Okay, hardware, advancement.
Mhm.
All right, timetable,
Mhm.
and endurance.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you trying to tell me you don't have any of that?
No. So you put those together, and you get my standpoint on this.
So
all right. So now.